Watch this video if you want to know how can you bring your personal passions like music, photography, sports, cooking, anything for that matter into your everyday work. I love this song from the movie Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. If you recall, in this song, Ranbir Kapoor is traveling the world with his camera and having a whale of a time. So Ranbir Kapoor has a passion for travel and photography, and he has made that his own profession. Lucky, isn't he? Well, there are many, many, many more such people who've actually been able to make their personal passion as their career or as their profession. Look at all the creative people, look at all the artists, look at all the sports people. They all have a personal passion which they've been able to make as their profession. Even in business world, there are many people who run businesses based on their personal passions. But there is a large part of the population who's not able to do it, right? You may ask, okay, I have a personal passion in sports, but I work in a bank. How can I bring my personal passion for sports into the work that I do at my bank? What if I told you it is not that difficult to do? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 ways in which I have tried to bring my passion for music into the everyday work that I did at a consulting firm. This is one of the easiest ways to bring your personal passion into the work. You can create connectivity and bonding in your organization using your personal passion, your hobbies. So very early into my career in my organization, I created what I called passion clubs. Well, these passion clubs were clubs like the travel club, the photography club, the music club, the dancing club, even the foodies club. So the idea behind these clubs were to get people from different departments in the organization who otherwise would not connect or mingle with each other. But because of their common interest, because of their common personal passion, these people will come together and have fun. Each of these clubs had a president who would organize events. I, for example, was the president of the music club and organized several musical events in the office. So everyone got an opportunity to learn from each other and also to perform at an office stage. So I had created a fun song which we used to call our company's anthem. We used to sing this song at all the office parties and get-togethers. And then someone suggested, why don't we put this song on telephone on hold? So if anyone would call our main board number and if they are put on hold, they would be able to hear this song. So very soon this song became extremely popular globally, in my organization, and we had instances where colleagues from our global offices would call late in the evening or in the night when their office would open and say, okay, I don't have any work, I don't want to talk to anyone, but just put me on hold so that we could listen to that song. So using that fun anthem, we were able to build connectivity and bonding with our colleagues working in so many of our international offices as well. I just now gave you an example of how I was able to use an anthem to build internal connectivity and bonding within my organization. Well, I extended this idea further and I started creating anthems for our clients. So in the consulting world, every time there is a new engagement, it would start with a workshop with the senior leadership of the client where we would align on what are the goals, what are the objectives, what do we want to accomplish in the 3, 6 month or 1 year project that we are going to do together. And usually all those things would be codified or summarized either on a slide, at best on a poster, to be a ready reckoner or to be a ready reminder to all the people in terms of what do we want to achieve. So what I thought was that instead of summarizing the goals and objectives on a poster, how about creating a fun anthem, a 2 or 3 minute song that could summarize all the objectives that the company had, and it would be a fun way of reminding everyone about the goals and objectives. The background track that you're hearing right now, yes, this specific music is an example of that fun track or a fun anthem that I had created which summarized the goals and objectives of a project. Now, the third way in which I was able to bring my personal passion for music into my work, I embedded music into the learning and development programs. And I call my sessions as leadership jams or management jams. The idea behind creating leadership jams or management jams was to make learning fun, engaging, exciting, entertaining. We all know if the learning is fun and engaging, high likelihood people are going to remember the lessons and implement them in their life. So in these leadership jams, which I've been conducting since 2017, I would talk about a message, I would talk about the lesson that we want to impart, and then anchor that message in a song. And because I've been able to anchor that message in a song, it becomes fun. Everyone sings that song together, and next time people hear that song, there is a small likelihood that people may remember this lesson that they learned, which was anchored into this song. So for example, if you want to leave someone with a message that, look, it's very important to bring who you are into what you do, right? Bring your passion into your work. So you would give them stories, examples, ways to do it, and then anchor that message in the song which we sang right at the start, which is Shame Malangsi. So that's how I've been doing these leadership jams since 2017, and I've done it for corporates, educational institutions, and even industry forums. Now, the fourth way in which you can try and bring your personal passion into your work is by drawing principles or lessons from your passion and using those in solving problems at your workplace. Let me give you an example. While practicing music, my Guruji always tells me, Vishal, while it is important to start every line that you sing on the right note, it is equally or even more important to finish that note really well. He says that audience will only get impressed and mesmerized if you finish your notes well. So let me try to give you a demonstration by singing a few lines from that Lata Mangeshkar song, Lag Ja Gale Ke Phir Ye Hasi Raat Ho Na Ho. So I would sing the first version where I would not complete the notes well, I would not finish the notes well, and the second version where I would finish the notes. Lag ja gale ke phir hasi raat ho na ho. So that was the first version where I did not finish the notes well. Now the second one. लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो, लग जा गले से। So finish it well. I use this principle, or at least I try to use this principle in my workplace. Right? From very simple thing as when you're doing a phone call or a video conference, finish it well. Make sure you've summarized the call or the VC. You have a very clear set of takeaways, with timelines, the regular stuff, which is finish it well. When you're doing a project, usually people start a project in a lot of enthusiasm, but would not finish it well. Make sure you finish your project well. You move from one role in an organization to another role. When you're transitioning out, make sure you finish it well. When you're even moving out of an organization to another role, another organization, make sure you finish it well. Right? So a very simple principle, but can be highly relevant in your everyday work. So I hope you got some ideas, some inspiration on how you can bring your personal passion into the work that you do. It is very simple. It is very simple, but it is not easy. No one is going to put it on the platter and say, okay, why don't you create a learning program using music? Or why don't you create these passion clubs in the office? Or why don't you create this anthem for the clients? You would have to take that initiative yourself. You would have to reach out to the people, the relevant stakeholders. You would have to explain to them how it could be relevant in your organization's context. And then once you're able to market yourself, once you're able to sell your idea, then you have to deliver on it. Do it because you want to do it. Your reward is the happiness and satisfaction that you would get. So until next time, this is Vishal Malik signing off. Keep pursuing your passion and keep thinking about creatively bringing it to your workplace.